The elder monk flicked the glowing bid toward the general, its deadly energy humming. The general, unfazed, caught it between his teeth, leaving the monk scowling. With a sharp clap of his hands, the bid began to pulsate, then exploded in the general's mouth. When the smoke cleared, the general stood unharmed, a sly grin on his face. He spat the bid back with precision. The monk's eyes widened in shock, too slow to react, and the bid struck him square in the face, sending him reeling. Exhaling smoke, the general prepared to advance, but his triumph was cut short. Wang Feng and another elder charged at him, their auras blazing with power. His name is Ding Peng. Title, Magic Knife. Cultivation, Peak of the Xianhuang Realm. Mystical skills, Meteor from Outer Space, the Great Compassion Ode to the interaction of heaven and earth and yin and yang. Avatar, Divine Sword / Xianbing, Crescent Moon Scimitar. The general staggered back, clutching his bleeding hand. What a sharp knife, he muttered, trembling. Before he could recover, Elder Dingping charged, his Crescent Moon Scimitar slicing through the air. The general's wounds began regenerating quickly, but another sudden strike from behind forced even Dingping to hesitate. A massive explosion erupted, shaking the battlefield. Wang Feng shielded his face from the shockwave. Rising from the chaos, the general's gaze turned cold. Oh, he said darkly, there are more experts? There were 2 more elder. His name is Xie Xiaofeng. Title, the third master of the Divine Sword, the world's #1 divine sword. Mystical skill, he shocks the heavens. Xianbing, Zhou family divine sword. And, his name is Dongfang Bubi. Title, leader of the sun and moon cult. Cultivation, half-step Xuanzuan realm. Mystical skill, flower seller. Supernatural power, God is transformed into man, and all things grow. Xianbing, spinning needle. Dongfang leapt, releasing a storm of needles, then drew them back like a bowstring and fired. The needles pierced the general, stitching him completely, leaving him immobilized. Elder Xiaofeng stepped forward, unsheathing his glowing sword. With a single, precise slash, the general's body was cut into perfect cubes. Li Qing raised his fist high, his eyes gleaming with excitement as he watched the general fall apart. Good, he shouted, his voice booming across the battlefield. Cut that gorilla into pieces. Beside him, Mu Yunfei couldn't hold back a grin, his own cheers echoing. Wang Feng's face turned pale as his eyes widened in panic. Sensing the shift in energy, he shouted, his voice trembling but urgent. Oh no! Get out of the way! His words cut through the battlefield like a warning bell. He's going to use it on you, the combination of gods and demons. Despite being cut into cubes, the general's body began to regenerate. A dazzling light surrounded him as his dismembered pieces fused back together, restoring him completely. Mu Qing's face grew somber as she watched Chenlai regenerate. I thought the round-robin battle would injure him enough to close the gap between my husband and Chenlai's realm, she said, disheartened. But instead, he can reverse the rules, turning harm into benefit. The general fully regenerated, his eyes locking onto Wang Feng. Master Wang, he said coldly, do you have any other experts around you? Wang Feng scratched his neck awkwardly. Ah, there are none left. A system message popped up, number of random summons, 0. Wang Feng clenched his fist, thoughts racing. 5 elders, I won't let your sacrifice be in vain. The general's voice cut through the tension. From now on, there will be no more immortal sect on Xianlan continent. He raised his foot high, preparing to crush them all. Panic spread, but Wang Feng simply stared at him, unshaken, as the air thickened with impending doom.